What's up with the squad? Back with another video. Y'all seeing this how I was going down. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. That's Kamala Harris is considering running for governor of California. Hasn't this state suffered enough? I'm not even gonna lie. When it comes to, we talk about a lot when it comes to Texas, when it comes to New York, when it comes to California, when it comes to Chicago, and how it's ran, what's going on with it. Honestly, don't see Kamala, and honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. People probably would disagree with me, but I don't see her winning just because I just look at the simple fact she had lost by a landslide when it came to the election. But thinking more deeply on it, she hasn't been brought up. People haven't been talking. You'll see little posts about Kamala that, but nothing crazy to where you see a lot of people talking about Kamala Harris. And honestly, I'm not. I can't say that I'm surprised at all. Me personally, I look at Kamala Harris, and I just look at fakeness. Obviously, when it comes to the View, even we had looked at a video yesterday. If y'all watched that video yesterday, and the day before, and they're constantly looking for a leader of the Democratic Party. They have not one time said that Kamala's name. They haven't brought up Kamala. I don't know how long it's been, but they haven't brought up Kamala at all. I think no, I can't even remember the last time they brought up Kamala's name. Honestly, I know it was definitely before the election, but they haven't brought up Kamala's name at all. So honestly, I don't see her winning. To be honest, somebody put here, I just want someone to laugh at my memes the way that Kamala laughs at questions she can't answer. Right? I'm telling y'all, literally. Somebody put on here, Kamala is from Blonde and Tall on X. Kamala Harris strongly rumored to throw her hat in the ring for governor of California to succeed the termed out Gavin Newsom. And with the win, would almost certainly take a 2028 presidential run. This isn't what California or our country needs. Most definitely, but I feel like a lot of people just vote when it comes to, situations like this because of and I want to say Kamala specifically, the Democratic Party. When it comes to people voting, especially for somebody like her, they're looking at the fact, they say this, this black, a first black woman and black woman this and black woman that. And I feel like that's more so of Kamala too, as, her look at more so of her image and not for the American people. Not for, the country, not at all. It's just more of, okay, first black woman president, first, it's the black, they throwing the black in there, they throwing, it's not about that. When it comes to me, I have to understand that myself too. Growing up, all I knew, obviously was, the Democratic Party when it came to, especially like when it came to Obama, even. And knowing now about, the Obamas and knowing what's going on, I just find a lot of stuff wicked. Not just the Obamas, the Bidens, the Clintons, seeing little different things about it. And it just throws me off. It obviously not for the American people. But y'all see it right here. Speaking of black this, black that, I checked out and found a clip of Candace Owens and Theo Vine.
So the Candace Kamala Chronicles just happened by accident because I was like, there's nothing about her that just signals to me that she's black, and she was kind of running on being black. And then we started our series and she dropped it. She would not say she was black again. She would not answer. Oh yeah. She never said it again. Never called herself the first black nothing. They stopped it immediately because I just realized they come up with these books and people just don't ever actually prod the narrative. And there was a ton of things that weren't making sense. And so we got in touch with her uncle and he was like, nope, that person's not related to me. Nope. He was like, it was crazy. I just got, that's me. I get like, I'll get into the weeds.
And so what was the final founding on that? Did you come to a conclusion?
Yeah, she's mixed, but she's not black. And so running as the first black person was just completely crazy. She's not mixed black. Like she's
no black at all, you're saying?
She's Indian, her Indian, Syrian, Jew, and Irish.
So she's unblack then?
She's unblack.
Wow.
Yeah, and she was running on like a black thing. Yeah. So
see what I mean? And it's more so of that, what I was saying at the beginning is more so of that image, not caring about the American people, pushing that out, this black woman. Y'all seen her whole campaign when it came to, these different rappers and celebrities that's coming out, and putting this out, the first black woman, to do, instead of, okay, this is what this country needs. I feel like it'd definitely been a whole lot different if they were smarter with what they were doing. They made it seem of that way with this first black woman stuff, rather than, okay, we're going to do this differently, than Joe Biden did. And they thought, by stealing the policies and taking and copying the policies from Trump and copying literally from Biden, that was going to work. And you should have went with, obviously her own thing. And I feel like that would have definitely helped her. Still would have lost, me personally. But I'm just being real. I feel like that would at least, helped her out a little bit. Just being yourself and not pushing it to be, this color thing. It's more than that. Especially, where the United States are right now. I'm being so for real. It sucks. But back to, the whole Kamala Harris consider running for governor, as well as, president, which is absolutely insane.
Save
Check it
us
out.
all.
Well,
Save us all.
that may well be the plan, as I've been saying. I'm also, like Kamala Harris, seriously considering running for governor of California, but I can tell you right now, I will not be waiting till the end of the summer to make a decision and make an announcement one way or the other. But the point is that this is just a classic example. If you look at what she's actually been saying, she's been briefing out these stories now for a few months about this maybe being her next move. Every single story coming from her or her camp, it's all about her. It's never about the actual problems that the Democrats have created in California. The first round of this, she was saying, well, the reason she might run for governor of California is so that her last act in public life wouldn't be certifying as vice president Donald Trump's election victory. And then just this recent story, it was about, well, she's intrigued, that was the word, intrigued by the idea of being the first black woman governor of a state in America. You think, well, hang on a second, this isn't some consolation prize because you lost the presidential election or some identity politics nonsense. This is about turning around what is currently the worst run state in America. Exactly.
And I feel like that right there just goes to show you, though. It goes to show you just the simple fact of you have so many people that aren't realizing, obviously what's going on. So it's very important for this news, for, the real news, to get out there, because it's definitely important. She's obviously looking more so, for an image, obviously, like you said, for a prize, because, okay, I lost the presidential election, so I'm running to be governor, of California, I'm telling y'all, people have to learn, to wake up and realize what's really going on, because it's absolutely insane. It's absolutely crazy, for the simple fact they're looking more so of, okay, her image and the color of her skin, rather than, okay, there's actually problems, in California. There's actually problems that's in the United States. Let's change this around. Let's do this. Let's do that. And they're not looking at that. It's all it reminds me of a like a movie or something. How they're putting this, that they think this is a game. Rather than actually paying attention and seeing what's going on, from the American people, and they obviously see what's going on. But, when it comes down to it, for Kamala Harris, me personally, just like, how her whole campaign went, it's all for, her image. It's not at all for the American people.
Or you support Trump, or you just in general support sanity and sobriety. You want Kamala Harris to be the Democratic nominee in 2028 for president. You want her on that ticket. You need her on that ticket, because she is, I swear, you look back on all these candidates that run for president over the years in our lifetimes, she is by far the worst. The coconut queen cannot speak outside of a teleprompter in any way, shape, or form. She is a human Chernobyl in terms of any interview.
And I'm not even gonna lie. I think more so, like, and I'm by all means, like, please don't get mad at me for saying this. I honestly, think that she's definitely, and I absolutely cannot, I can't stand, Hillary. But I really, really think, that she's worse than Hillary. Like, being so, like, the way that her campaign went, even now when she speaks, and talks, and that's a lot of, obviously why y'all don't hear from Kamala a lot, is because, first of all, the people that she had around her during the campaign that were helping her, okay, you're going to have to say this, you're going to have to say that. Y'all know from earpieces, from this, from that, obviously listen from somebody. Right now, not having, those people around you, they don't really care. She lost the election. Obviously she's talking about running for governor of California and most likely trying to run in 28 for president. And I, when it all comes down to it, y'all, y'all know I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. I actually do not see, as this stuff is going on and going on, I don't see her, either being the governor or the president of the United States. I absolutely don't. You obviously see that the woman can't even, speak in front of a camera, let alone millions and billions of people.
And I'm sorry, if she wants to be, I agree with you. I don't think she'd want to take that consolation prize. That's a step down for her. I don't think she'd win anyway, quite frankly. She's that bad of a candidate. I'm sorry, I'm being honest.
This is exactly what I was thinking every time I think about her running another campaign, is what kind of candidate would she be? We just saw her run a race, the inability to answer questions, her staff still blaming a missed podcast opportunity for the loss
Joe Rogan.
of her race. Yes, for the Miss Joe Rogan interview.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. Will she take interviews this time? Will she sit down with people? Will we get beyond kind of the 2 or 3 or 4 talking points that she repeated throughout? There was never even
hopes,
a press
dreams, and
conference.
aspirations.
Do we get a press conference if she runs again? Those are the questions I would have. And why does it take to the end of summer? What is she doing right now?
And will she be 2019 Kamala Harris, where she supported sex changes
why
for
I think
those who are illegally
fascinating to
imprisoned?
see one more race.
Or is she centrist Kamala Harris? Which weather vane is she going to choose?
So many questions that didn't get answered. We would have another shot.
Yeah. Well, as a former Californian, along with my dear friend Steve Hilton, California needs and deserves a lot more than what we've been given so far.
I'm telling y'all, the pictures and the videos that I've seen of in California is absolutely insane. When I tell you that it's pretty sad, when it comes to obviously the homeless, the people that's obviously on drugs, when it comes to the protest and, what's going on, the car meets and destroying, different things. That's just like here. Excuse me. The when I talk about, car meets and stuff like that, it gets wild. You know what I mean? I'm seeing different videos that's on the internet. Crazy stuff is, we just recently seen, the fires, that happened, and the help that obviously people didn't get. So you seeing a lot of that. I honestly don't see Kamala not only, winning to be the governor of California, but to be the president of the United States. Even if, I know a lot of people are speaking on JD Vance. I don't feel like, and this is me being completely honest with y'all. I'm being so, y'all know I'm completely honest, completely 100. I don't think there is nobody in the Democratic Party that can beat JD Vance. But that's, that's how I obviously feel. And I'm glad, first of all, hearing JD Vance, the whole campaign, seeing what he's doing now, the way that he's speaking, and learning from somebody that obviously knows how to run a country would be definitely strong when it comes to, the next election if he's running. Then we got Bill Mayer here. I can't play the video, but Bill Mayer says that, and this is real, you can look this video up on X, anywhere. Just look up Bill Mayer and, about Kamala, or put in Bill Mayer, Kamala, Kid Rock, Bill Mayer. Y'all see it. Says Bill Mayer bust out laughing, at the thought of Kamala Harris running for governor of California. The question was, should Kamala Harris run for California governor in 2026 after polls show basically her leading? Mayor laughed. I'm going to give that a big no, what he said. He said, I think Kamala Harris would make a great president of a university. Not that she's a bad person or a bad candidate, or, she's smart, but, it didn't work. And that's what, that came from Bill Mayer himself. And I honestly, I believe, it's all true. You know what I mean? That's just me. But how I look at it is that Kamala Harris, trying to keep this trying to still stay in the game is I obviously don't see it. I wouldn't be surprised though. I wouldn't be surprised, obviously she's running for governor of California, and I definitely wouldn't be surprised, if she runs for president again. Check
so
this out,
ahead,
y'all.
Yeah, should Kamala Harris run again?
Yes, she wants to.
You think she could win?
I believe she can. I mean, if I didn't believe Kamala Harris could win, I wouldn't have worked as hard as I did to help her win this last time around. Donald Trump, and when you look at politics, Donald Trump and Barack Obama are just enigmas in politics. I think they do something different to the electorate every time they run that you can't counter. But then when they are not on the ballots, it's almost like you go back to the political gravity pulls people right back into it. That's part of how we won with how well we did in the midterms.
So looking ahead.
Listen, y'all. Listen. The funny thing is somebody put a little gif and said, "Oh yes, please run again." I back her 100% to run again with a laughing face. Everybody with laughing faces. Look, it said, "Please yes, Kamala against JDV would be so fun." I'm telling you, it'd be another easy landslide win. I mean, honestly, and if that's what they want to continue to do, I mean, go for it. But me personally, not a great candidate at all. Obviously, y'all see this video, Benny Johnson, but I'm telling y'all, it says, I'm telling y'all, it said, one thing about it, bro, that really literally makes me so mad. It's a simple fact that they when it comes to Democrats, they have so many different people that they're turning to. There isn't one lead, like they have nobody that's actually leading the Democratic Party. Somebody that they're actually leaning on. You have so many, like they said something about Pritzker, they said something about Fetterman, they said something about Hakeem Jeffries. They're saying, Jasmine Crockett, so many other people that, there's nobody leading. There are people all over the place. And there's one thing about it that I absolutely love is that it's like they're all against each other. They're all against each other, and it's not making sense. It's not making sense at all. And then what makes me even more like mad about this stuff is the simple fact there are people that still love these individuals, not knowing, and seeing what's really going on behind closed doors. All those people that I just named, crazy things going on. But when I tell y'all, man, I'm just confused and frustrated when it comes to people that love Kamala Harris or love Jasmine Crockett. Jasmine Crockett, I was supposed to actually do a video of Jasmine Crockett today. But I didn't. Obviously I didn't get to do that. But just I'm telling you, having a million, people, Democrats that's obviously trying to lead, that they're trying to lean on and trying to point out, oh, this person is a great person, this person is a great person, is not helping them at all. When it comes down, obviously, a lot of people, as y'all can see, saying a lot about J.D. Vance. And me personally, like I said, even if J.D. Vance runs, depending on, whoever from the Democratic Party, I don't see them even getting anything close, to a win when it comes to, in 2028. But make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and definitely appreciate y'all. Much love to every single one of y'all. Stay tuned for the next video. Catch y'all next one.